Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I'm with a friend, Al, and you're gonna in for a treat because I made Al a promise and a challenge. Was it a year ago?
Yeah,
it was silver.
Yeah, almost a year ago.
No, it was a year and a half ago.
Really?
Silver Symposium, because I canceled all my speaking gigs.
That's
yeah,
right.
It was a lot to handle. I went to this Silver Symposium and spoke, and a lot of you showed up. I think 1,000 of you showed up, and Al was in the crowd. And I meet Al, and there's definitely something special about him. And I hadn't known his story and what he'd done in his life. We went to lunch.
That's right.
I made you a challenge. What was that challenge?
The challenge was if I started a channel and 100,000.
Was it 100? Did I actually name 100,000?
No, I don't think it's 100,000. I think it was just, hey, you need to go start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and I said, I'll have you on the channel, but I learned some lessons the hard way, helping people really young in this game that didn't really put a lot of work into it, and they just crapped it away, right? Well, you were already very successful.
Yes.
Like literally private jet guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to embarrass you, but he's incredible at sales and does his job incredible, and he lives his life motivating people. So in the middle of him motivating me, I threw out a challenge for him to start a YouTube channel. I said, your stuff is way too valuable, your information. He started it, and what did it do in the first year?
Well, we did 100,000 the first year. And
in subscribers.
And subscribers. And my partner has been, before you came along, my partner, Jabri Clemens, had said, you need to do a channel. And a lot of my listeners throughout the world said, you need to do a channel. And I said, nah. And then you said, you need to do a channel. I said, there's too many people saying to do a channel.
Yeah.
So we started the channel and it blew up.
And I said, if you do it, and I think I gave him a time limit, like you do it for this long and struggle, or it was like a certain amount of videos.
Yeah. It was videos, I think.
I want to have you on the channel. Well, he's blown past that.
Yeah.
And it's funny how when you're successful and humble at the same time, that success goes throughout the whole world. Like no matter, because you'd never done videos, never done social media, but you were successful in other ways, and you use the exact same principles to find success in something new, right? I don't know what to say at this point. I mean, you and I have become friends.
Yes. What happens is, like minds think alike. But the blessing is I've been successful in network marketing. I've been on top of 2 network marketing companies. I've built, at one point, you talk on your channel, hey, I met this guy with 54 properties and had his own jet. He was talking about me there. And come off the ski slopes recently, you did something. And the whole idea, I did network marketing, and I also had been on the bank board of real estate, and had a couple planes and jets. And I've been very blessed and humbled because to this day I've coached 21 people how to become a millionaire. And because I've been doing it for 36 years, it's not overnight success.
Now I know what I said. First off, I'm putting a link directly to his channel. I honestly believe you should all go and follow him and just blow up the channel and tell him Ninja says hi. But what blew me away was when I met him, he had told me that he had purchased my real estate course, the first one I ever did, the real estate cycles course. And he'd also shared that he had 60 rental properties. I'm like, wait a minute, why did you buy that course? Do you remember what you said to me? Because I do.
What did I say to you?
You said it was you never know where the nuggets are going to come.
That's right.
And you got so many nuggets, but what really happened was it brought him back to the starting phase of when he became rich and started, he brought him back to basics. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess that would do it. And it was still blowing me away because every time I meet someone at that meeting, someone that had taken the course, they owned 800 units and they just sold 450 of them to pay off almost all of their entire portfolio. And he's like, yeah, I took your course and it just made sense, so I did it, and my cash flow exploded. But it was that going back to basics.
It's going back to one nugget. Even though you're successful, one nugget could put you 3 or 4 light years ahead if you just take that one nugget. And so the thing about successful people, we're willing to pay for knowledge. Well, the average person is scared to pay a little bit. And as you get knowledge and growing knowledge, you want to seek people who are ahead of you that can give you some more knowledge. And just the one idea can set your whole family up for generational wealth. And that's what was important. And I'm always paying for knowledge. See, school's never out for the professional.
No, and the poverty mindset teaches people when they're an employee, they're scared to spend money for knowledge because they are literally trading their time for that. They're taking that because that's all they have, right? Whereas a successful person knows if I spend money today, I'm going to be able to time hack. I'm buying back time. And that's really, really important.
Yeah, and the whole idea of schools and colleges, don't teach us about wealth. I was so dumb when I went to school. I said, where's the class I'll become a millionaire? And the lady laughed at me, told me to get the blanket out of our office. And since then, I discovered, because God gave me 3 billionaires that trained me.
Amen.
To this day, I've never had a job. And like Bill Gates, I've been so blessed. But what I mean by that is I've been getting paid every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year, decade 1, decade 2, decade 3. And I'm blessed. So I give him the praise every day, several times throughout the day. And because of that, to this day, I've got 21 people I personally coach that are millionaires.
See, that's incredible. And the thing is when you teach other people to be successful, that success flows into your life as well. And most people don't understand how that works. You know, you don't even have to be a believer in God or Jesus Christ to understand that fundamental. You know, and that is what it is. It's like the law of sowing and reaping.
Exactly.
Right? People that believe in God can be blessed, but also people that don't know that if you give to others, it comes back tenfold.
Yeah, it's called the law of reciprocity. Look, with a closed fist, I can't give or receive, but the more I open it, the more I give, God will bless me more. But you got to be able to be that giver that he can trust and utilize, which you are.
You know, and it's really interesting because, you know, lately I've found incredible success selling courses, teaching people, right? And there's a lot of people in this world that say, well, if you really wanted to help people, you give it away for free. What do you think about that? Because I've learned the hard way about this.
Well, I'll tell you something. You give it for free, they don't take advantage of it because it was free.
That's right.
They have no skin in the game. Yeah. I've always believed that you got to have skin in the game. When I started network marketing, people always say, they put people less. They don't do that because why? They won't do anything because they have no skin in the game.
That's right.
The more skin in the game they have, the more they pay attention, which I totally believe.
You know, and it starts with a simple book, buying a book. But I'll tell you this. The books that I bought at Barnes & Noble when I was young, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad and Millionaire Next Door, these books, I actually treasured them. I spent my hard-earned money. I was trading time for knowledge. I never let them get wrinkled. I learned the hard way of why you don't loan them out because the people that borrowed them never read them and lost them. Mm-hmm. But it's the difference of that or going to, like if you want a money hack, go to the library and rent that book. But only 1% or 5% of the people that get a book for free at the library will even read it.
Yeah.
So it's even on that small basis. You know, we've talked about people, we know people that charge $50,000 or $100,000 for a 12-hour session of advice. And we think, a lot of us would think that's absolutely nuts. But you watch the people that spend that kind of money, and I just met someone, as a matter of fact, a little side note, a subscriber that's probably watching this right now that runs a $100 million window washing business. I'm not joking. If you want to start a business, I think window washing and pressure washing is one of the most incredible businesses to start, right? Low barrier of entry, all that kind of stuff. But you know, he spent his last, I think, $20,000 to go to one of those master groups, and he was broke. And in 2015, did that and turned around, and years later, he's got a $100 million operation because he had that skin in the game, and he had to listen.
Mm-hmm. You got to. When you got skin in the game, you'll listen. You'll pay much more attention to the person who has nothing into it, nothing in, nothing out, nothing gained. So you have to invest. And that's another thing. A lot of people, they fail because they fail to invest in themselves. That's very important. You got to invest in yourself. You know, most people come out of college, a high school, they don't invest in buying books or reading books. Yeah. I try to read at least 1 to 3 books every month. Yeah. And to get good at it, to watch other people who are successful, what they do. And I want to know how they did it, what they did.
Yeah.
You know, that's important.
You know, when you watch Al's channel, it's totally opposite of mine. We're very much alike, and yet we're very opposite because he comes from a background that understands. Well, you'd probably explain it better because we were talking about like how I dress and my methodology. Just talk about that. It's very important people learn this.
Well, no, but see, your methodology is you, which stands out, and what makes you different. You're not trying to imitate anybody. You're just being you, and you're original. And not only that, but you're sincere from your heart, and that's what I love about you.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I started watching you. I said, man, this guy, I love it. The tricycle, the cardboard, but because he's giving you advice, but he's not financial, but he's giving advice, but it's wisdom. And the Bible says in all things that wisdom and understanding, and you're getting wisdom from the ninja. And I've been following him ever since. I mean, because it made sense. And it's the ones who really want to know, what I call the seekers. Yeah. The seekers, we want to find other seekers to learn from who are right on that trail of knowing what they need to do and what they could do. And not only that, not just for him, but be a blessing to more people. You know, one of my goals is, one of my biggest prayers for people when they follow me is, when you start making big money, don't let it go to your head. Stay humble. Stay humble. You know, and when I started, I just stay humble. And today I'm so blessed because people have been very successful around me, but it's not me. It's the man upstairs giving me the energy to give them that energy. You
know, and it's funny because coming from your background of all the rentals you've owned, private jets and all that stuff, we're very much alike when it comes to like, none of this really means anything. It's a means to, he was telling me, give an example. You guys have heard stories about me, buying tractors, using them, and selling them. And I did this with lots of things, right? Well, you were telling me, one of the stories about your jets is like, hey, you found an amazing deal, use it, right? Rent it, at the same time, get it to pay for itself, and then you sell it for a profit.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people that have private jets, you think it's like a show-off thing. You're like, no, I'm just making money. And that's what I've told people. I said, the only two things I haven't flipped ever are jets and yachts. I guess exotic cars too.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that. But it's just a way of making money.
Yeah.
My buddy used to say, it's only a VIN, man. It's only a VIN.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's never forever. It's not to impress people.
Exactly. The difference is there's more zeros behind a jet. That's all. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
When we started limousine service, we had my partner, and we started that. I gave him limos, and we went out, and I was the driver. It was on the weekends when I was bored. I was the undercover boss for even a program on TV. And same at my hotel, I bought with a credit card, and go there.
He bought a hotel. He bought a hotel with a credit card. Yeah. I just want to make sure that they heard that. Yeah. That's a whole other story. Have you told it on your channel?
No, I haven't told that story on my channel. How I bought a hotel with a credit card, and I named it after the guys that manage it. Jose was a Spanish guy. Put the S for him, and Steve, and then it was Jose, and so it called it S&J Hotel. So I would go there and I parked my Ferrari down the block. So they thought I was a janitor. So I'd go in there and sweep the floors, and I would hear all the gossip going on in my own hotel, because here again, I was playing undercover boss. It wasn't my ego. See, a lot of people, their ego and pride slows them down. Yeah. I wanted people to look at them as a manager and me as just the janitor. So it worked out well. So I learned a lot.
You needed to call it Jose and Jose. That's a firefighter thing. I do it all the time. It's all the Spanish people are going to see. Yeah. We like that. Yeah. No, I love that. But so, your channel, and I'm not joking, I made this deal with him, and I learned this the hard way, because I started the channel wanting to help others, because I'm like, anyone can do what I do. And my wife told me, stop saying that. It's not true. I'm like, no, it is. Anyone can do this. But it's true, actually. Not everyone can do this. And I learned the hard way by helping so many people that just crapped on the opportunity later, or gave up, right? Because they weren't growing at the same rate or something like that. And then with Al, by the time it comes down to him, he gets the hard end of the stick. And I'm like, you know what? If you do this and you make X amount of videos, what was it, like 100 videos, or you have to do it for this long, be consistent, I'm going to have you on the channel. Well, it's because you guys are so amazing. He's one of you. Like we're all the same people. That's why we all watch each other, right? Yeah. Well, your channel's different because he gives out these small nuggets and the videos are shorter. And he shows you his understanding and knowledge of financial markets based off of photos or videos clips in the first like 20 seconds or 10 seconds of the video, because you have such a past around changing people's lives and helping them, right? And it sets the tone for all of his videos. So it's totally different than mine. But he just does these short little small nuggets. And I wish, you think about this, like you and me become friends. We were talking about having a master group where we don't chart, we just go and find 6 or 7 more individuals that are as excited, and hungry to be successful. And we're gonna fly to the other side of the world, and we're gonna sit there for a week, and we're just gonna every morning get up and go, okay, what are we gonna do to change each other's lives right now? We're gonna figure things out, right? Well, the thing is, you could go onto his channel and watch those nuggets that will pop up in our meetings for free, right? The question is, what are you going to do with them? Most people don't do anything with them.
Yeah, but you folks out there are doing something, because the ninja natures are so strong. I mean, I've grown in numbers because like-minded people draw together. Yeah. My first book I wrote, it was called God's Gifts. It's on my channel, and I give it for free as an audio, as well as it's only 18 minutes and some change. And also, there's an ebook there if you want to download it. But the whole idea, it goes back to being a blessing to people. God, when I wrote the book, he says, no, don't sell it. Just give it away to my people, and those that want it will get it. And then they can take the next step.
It's funny, when he says those that want it will get it, it's the whole thing when God said, was it Jesus said it, seek and you shall find. Yeah, correct. Knock and the door will be open. Correct. Those are actions. You have to take actionable steps to change your life. But most people just want other people to change it for them. Yeah.
No, it takes you to take action. Matter of fact, a lot of people, I teach on wealth and success from the scriptures a lot sometimes. For example, in 1 Thessalonians 4:11, he says, be quiet. When you get around successful people, you be quiet and you listen, and you should own your own business. And people are like, I never saw that before. Well, because a lot of people, let's leave it at that, don't understand what it means to have your own business. Look, what you do between 8 in the morning and 5 o'clock is what you do for work. Yeah. What you do from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. is what you do for yourself. That's right. And that's how you get wealthy.
It's so true, because I'm here in Vegas seeing a quarter of my fire department for a wedding, and I haven't seen them since I walked off the job a year ago. And they're still like how did this happen? Like, and it's because I owned multiple businesses for the 23 years that I was a full-time firefighter. And I was working on the side, and a lot of those guys would mock me and say, well, it's never enough. When's enough, or what, and they would just mock me. But I was grinding, figuring that I would never have a retirement.
Well, see, the thing you have to understand, some people will never get it.
Yeah.
And they're not the ones to get it. But God put you here for a reason, to bless the rest of us around Ninja Nation who were looking for somebody, number one, we can trust. Number two, that spoke the word of truth. And number three, proved it to you. And just like I see you on the channel, which I get so amazed, and sometimes I just pray when I see you on the channel. Just like, you'll say, guys, go buy this crypto, go buy this, and I'm not selling mine until you guys get in there. See, we're so used to the world telling us, let's go get ours, and then, hey, now you go sell it. He's never done that. And that's what makes you stand out. And I thank God for you, man. Sometimes I get to crying, I get to praying for him, because we need people like Travis here who's unselfish. I mean, very much unselfish. I mean, I can call and talk to him, unselfish, unwavering, because he definitely wants to see you succeed like I want to see you succeed. And if we all pull together as one, we all can see together. Remember the word team, T-E-A-M. Together, each achieves more. It takes all of us to prove that and to come together. And I thank you for that.
Sorry. It's funny, right. All the people that say, I wish I didn't cry, but,
I do it on my channel too.
It's been really hard talking about specific assets and saying, I bought this, and watching the markets move, and like, I can't sell. Because Ninja Nation's so big now, and I've got to go more longer term, and that's what I want to show everyone. Wealth is a long-term journey. When people go get a job, they get instant gratification. Within 7 days, and the Federal Reserve's about to do it to where you're getting paid every hour pretty soon in the next couple of years through CBDCs. Instant gratification to be an employee. Wealth comes by putting all gratification aside, working really hard. When I started a YouTube channel, I worked really hard before the first check came in. YouTube said I was one of the fastest monetized. And I think you actually beat me.
No,
you didn't. You're right. No, somebody else did. Okay, you're right. But it took me 4 months. And I was like cranking out 3 videos a day, just wanted to work my butt off, right? Well, there's no gratification. First check came in, it was $500. And you know what the first thing I thought about? Oh my gosh, you know how much real estate I had dollar-wise to buy to get that much in a month in cash flow?
Yeah.
I was more excited about $500, even as I was making, 6 figures as a firefighter. I'm like, that was the greatest check ever, because then I said, well, now it's measurable. I know how much work I have to do to make that much per month. And I just doubled it. And then I started doing 2 channels, 3 videos each a day. And that's where wealth comes from, putting all gratification aside and all of your family and friends mocking you because you're working your butt off with no hope of a future, but the hope is inside your mind and your heart.
Yeah. Well, see, assets, the thing about building an asset, it takes a while to build an asset. We're not into self-gratification.
Yeah.
We know we're going to put time, money, energy into something to build an asset.
Yeah.
When you plant a plant, it doesn't come into a tree the first day, or the planting pops to the ground. But you got to put the time and effort into it and stay consistent. Consistency does it. And then as you look forward, somebody asked me the other day, says, Al Thomas, how do you define wealth? And I said, wealth is how many days you can survive without working.
That's right.
Think about it.
I've been saying that forever. Yeah. I agree. And it's been crazy walking away from all security, my job, no pension, no medical benefits. And now it's not feast or famine because I've been saving for so long, but it's exciting because I get to share that with people,
Well, I'm in the same ballpark.
Yeah, you
no
are.
401k, no retirement. Look, I want to take control of my life, not somebody else depending upon them. You know what they have planned for you? Absolutely nothing.
That's right.
401ks down to a K today, we'll just wait till tomorrow. So you have to be able to invest in yourself. And that's something schools and colleges don't teach us, how to invest in ourselves.
Yeah.
And what you're learning on this channel, which I really like, he's teaching anybody, if they're willing to listen, and then implement what they learn, and then you'll see the benefits of that. And it doesn't happen overnight, but you got to stick in there and let it grow. It's like anything.
I think about it every once in a while. I think about going fancy, right? But I'd rather somebody not look at the channel for me and like wearing some fancy clothes or driving a fancy car. I'd rather them be like, well, this makes sense. dudes in the back of a truck or on a tricycle.
No.
You know?
You make sense to the ones you're supposed to make sense to, because you're not being he's not being plastic or an invitation. You're being a real, authentic person, because we all want to laugh. And I love that you teach with humor, but you're just down to earth. You know, it's
Bob does that.
Bob, I like Bob.
Yeah, I can't,
Wait till you see the next guy he's got.
Oh, don't.
But I'm not saying nothing. But
I told him about a friend I might have on the channel. He is a little wiry, though.
Yeah. So it goes back to, we all say the same thing. Oh man, one day I'll get this. One day I can afford that car, or that plane, or that house. And then all of a sudden you start making enough. You're like, well, do I really want it? And then you'll find out you really want it. It's that you can get it now. And then you find a higher calling, which is what? Helping more people to live their dreams, their goals, their hope, their desires, and blessing their family for generational wealth.
Well, this video is going to take a long time to upload, so I better end it now. Hey, everyone needs to follow Al's channel. The direct link is going to be below. And I'm not joking. He's become a very good friend of mine. He helps support me and lifts me up in prayer. I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, all the time. You guys, we have a real saint. I would go far as saying we have a prophet here, a success and wealth prophet amongst us. And sometimes a prophet's not warned his own land. And I tell you something, he has done so much for so many people that he may not even, and that's why he gets so blessed everywhere he goes. So he needs to see people that watch the channel.
This wasn't supposed to be about me.
But I know it's supposed to be about me. But then God is, because you know what he needs to know that he's loved and appreciated. And you're going to have those haters out there. I mean, I've got my own private haters, and we all have haters. Let's just face it.
Means you're doing something right.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. The day they stop talking about you is the day you're dead, folks.
That's a good point.
If they're not talking about you, I mean you ain't doing jack out there. So you're going to have those. There's going to be a percentage of those no matter what you do. Yeah. No matter who you are. I was watching our president talk the other day, and some people couldn't even...
Our president.
That's right. Some people couldn't even clap. I love what he said. Even if I found a cure for this disease, you guys still wouldn't clap.
The Democrats wouldn't even be happy, would you?
No, they wouldn't be happy.
Rolling.
Yeah, just so. So guess what? Think about all the haters he have. And by the way, let me say this. I told my channel the other day, whether you like him or not, keep him in prayer. Keep him in, because he's there. God put him there. Yeah. And he even said it. But keep him in prayer.
We're talking about Trump.
Yeah. We're talking about Donald Trump. Matter of fact, he's one of my... third, 3 billions I learned from. Yeah, he's the other billionaire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Donald Trump.
We've ever talked about that.
Yeah, I never talk about it because it gets crazy. Sometimes my phone lights up like a Christmas tree. Yeah. But his building here, I endorsed the building. I bought a few units there. I've done things with, when you build it. Anyway, I've been in newspaper. We got some stories to share then. I got some newspaper articles and magazines I've been with him, but I don't talk about that a lot because it's not really important. What's important is what can you do? What can you learn from the ninja? Yeah. What can you do to help mankind? What can you do better things around your world? I got this knowledge because I asked for 3 billionaires, and it wasn't for me. I've been in 29 countries. I've had the mansions, the roles. I've had all that. Yeah. But who are you helping is what it comes down to. Yeah, that's where it gets exciting. Yeah, that's more exciting than anything. Yeah, I just watched 2 people that I know that I've been trying to mentor for the last year cross the $1 million mark. Mm-hmm. And I was telling him I get more excited about watching other people hit that $1 million than what I'm doing. Yeah, it's like a ripple effect. Taking a rock and throwing it into a pond, and ripple effect go out. That 2 helped 20, that 20 helped 40 to help 100. Yeah. That's what it's all about, folks. It's not about us. Nope. It's about you helping and we helping each other. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work. Right, Mr. Clemens? Well, hey, I can't say anything better to end this. So thank you so much, Al, for being on. Thank you. Congratulations on 100,000 subs in less than a year. Thank you. It's awesome. All right, everyone. With that being said, the Economic Ninja and Al. Ooh! Are out. See you guys. Oh, got to hit that.